Hi everyone, my name is Ray. Today we're going to talk about the Toronto Raptors and the Miami Heat game from last night. Now, we don't usually talk about the losing team because, they lost. But last night's game was a potential Eastern Conference Finals matchup. And on top of that, we saw a lot of great things from players on both teams. So because of that, we're going to talk about both teams. And it's only fair to start off with the Miami Heat since they did win yesterday's game. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and look at Miami's play from last night. Starting off with Goran Dragic. If you were following my channel last season, you heard me mention that in the playoffs, he had more games with 20 points than games in which he had less than 20 points. Just think about that for a second. When we think of players who can achieve something like that, we're thinking about the LeBrons, the Kobes, the Jordans, the Kevin Durants. So for Goran Dragic to have done something like that in the playoffs was absolutely incredible. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because last night, Goran Dragic looked like playoff Goran Dragic. He had 8 assists in only 19 minutes. Most players don't even get 8 assists if they play the entire 48 minutes. So for him to be able to do that in only 19 minutes of play, that is absolutely incredible. Kezi Okpala, oh my goodness. This guy is only 21 years old and he put up 24 points in 34 minutes and he did all of that on 60% shooting from the field. That is a phenomenal asset for the Miami Heat to have on their roster for sure. Precious Achiuwa. Now, I'm sorry, I know I'm mispronouncing that name. I've been practicing it, but I'm still not getting it right. But Precious, I'm gonna need you to leave some spotlight for some of your teammates. If you're not familiar with what he did last night, let me inform you. He put up 13 points, 15 rebounds on 63% shooting from the field, and all of this happened in 23 minutes. Once again, why is something like that not the leading headline across all of sports? If LeBron James did this, everyone would be like, that's the GOAT. It's no Michael Jordan, it's automatically LeBron James. So for a rookie to have done this, that's insane. I'm sorry, there's no other way to put it, that is just absolutely insane. And what's even crazier than that is that he did this against the Toronto Raptors, one of the best defensive teams in the entire country. Well, not the entire country because, Toronto is, you know what I mean though. Bam Adebayo had 13 and 9 and we already see what he can contribute day in and day out on both ends of the court. Kelly Olynyk put up 13 and 7 and he wasn't trying to break anyone's arm last night, so I guess that's an accomplishment in and of itself. Anyway, Max Strus, 22 points in 22 minutes. This guy used to play Division II basketball. I'm telling you guys, this game was insane. Look at all these guys putting up ridiculous numbers. Speaking of guys who played Division II basketball, Duncan Robinson played Division III, and as most of you know, Jimmy Butler played JUCO basketball. So the Miami Heat is definitely full of some dogs, and I think their story as a whole is very inspiring. And as a team collectively, Miami shot 53% from the field and 51% from 3. So overall, a phenomenal shooting night for the Miami Heat. Props to them. Congrats on your win, Miami. Now let's go ahead and talk about the Toronto Raptors because they did some things that were also very impressive last night. By the way, if you appreciate unbiased game breakdowns, please do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up. Kyle Lowry. I think I might have to name the video after Kyle Lowry because I think this guy is somehow aging backwards. Kyle Lowry is 34 years old and I'm gonna read off his stats to you right now. He had 25 points, 3 assists, 2 steals on 50% shooting from the field and 6 of 10 from 3. And all of this happened in only 27 minutes while playing phenomenal defense and still being one of the best defensive point guards in the entire NBA. How many 34-year-olds can do that? And once again, this didn't happen against some scrub team. The Miami Heat was literally the team in the NBA Finals last year. So for Kyle Lowry to be doing this, come on, ladies and gentlemen, we just gotta talk about this. Pascal Siakam put up 14 points and 9 rebounds. All of this happened in only 28 minutes. And last night, his jump shot looked very good. I know in the postseason it looked a little bit broken in comparison to what we're used to seeing from him, but it looks like he worked on his jump shot a lot during the time off that they had. So hopefully Pascal Siakam can continue shooting at the level he was shooting at last night. Fred VanVleet only put up 7 points, but a good basketball player knows how to contribute on other aspects of the court when they're not scoring as much. So even though he only had 7 points, he threw out 7 assists. And I don't know how many assists he averages, but I'm not concerned about Fred VanVleet. It's only the preseason. We saw how well he performed last year in the playoffs. We saw how well he performed last year in the regular season. I'm not worried about Fred VanVleet, and if you're a Raptors fan, I would not be worried about this guy at all. Boucher had 11 points in 18 minutes. Norman Powell put up 9 points in 15 minutes. And Malachi Flynn put up 5 points and 5 assists in only 12 minutes of play. That dude, Malachi Flynn, is absolutely special. I am telling you guys. If you missed the video I made about him a couple days ago, I'm gonna put a link to it in the description. But that guy is a beast, and I'm very excited to see how his career pans out. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, the Miami Heat shot in the 50% from both three-point range and from the field, whereas the Toronto Raptors only shot in the 30% in each of those categories. So for Toronto to have only lost by 12 points, despite them shooting in the 30%, despite Fred VanVleet not contributing as much offensively as he normally does, I think Toronto is going to be very good once again. Because think about it. You only lost by 12 points to the team that just went to the NBA Finals. That team shot 50% from both the field and from three. You guys only shot in the 30%. One of your leading scorers only put up single-digit points. And once again, you guys only lost by 12. So Toronto, I really think they're going to be a very good team this year. And like I said at the start of the video, I would not be surprised if the Toronto Raptors and the Miami Heat meet up in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. So great job to both teams. It was a true pleasure getting to watch such a phenomenal performance. If you do enjoy unbiased breakdowns like these, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Monday. I am out of here.